The best fights in Naruto. There's 12 of them. I left a few off the list. These are chronological order. I could not rank them. That'd be so difficult to do. Honestly, that'd be super difficult to do. So number 1. Gaara versus Rock Lee. I know everyone's gonna say, literally everyone would put this on their list, I feel like. If you asked the average Naruto fan what one of the best fights in Naruto is, they're probably gonna name this fight, right? This is, we know Gaara as, he's from the Land of Wind, right? He fights Rock Lee in the Chunin exams. It's basically talent versus hard work. Now, in this fight, I'm getting chills talking about it. In this fight, Rock Lee, he drops his weights and he moves so fast. He can't be seen with the naked eye, right? And he's able to speed blitz and outspeed Gaara's protective sand. Just show that hard work can reach that level. Like how talent is and everything, right? This fight displays that on such an amazing level. And it's awesome. It's an amazing fight. Like, go watch it. It's on episode 48. Go watch it. First series, episode 48. Number 2. Naruto and Sasuke on the roof. Now, the tension between these two, building up to this moment. This is why this fight happened. Because Sasuke keeps seeing Naruto. Like, he doesn't really think anything of Naruto. Like, he thinks he is so far stronger than Naruto at this point. Naruto keeps proving him wrong. And so finally Sasuke's like, we're gonna fight. We're gonna do this. You're going down. And it's awesome. Their final clash, or what would be a clash, gets stopped by Kakashi. He throws them both away from each other. Naruto ends up hitting a water tower with his Rasengan. At first, you don't think it's that much damage was done to the water tower, right? Sasuke, annoyed, he leaves the roof, he jumps off, and he sees the back of the water tower that Naruto hit, and it's blasted open. No more water left in it. It's blasted wide open, and he realizes how strong Naruto actually is. Like, he realizes that he's on par with Sasuke at this moment. Once again, it's that talent versus hard work, talent versus determination, right? And Naruto is so determined to prove that he is as good as Sasuke, and it's this moment really solidifies that fight. The roof fight takes place on episode 107, first series. Now, number 3 on the list. This is Naruto and Sasuke. Part 1. This is like towards the end of the first series. This is their final clash. Naruto activates his first Jinchuriki cloak with one tail, and Sasuke activates his curse mark stage 2, version 2. I don't know what it's called. It's one of those. And some of the things they do in this fight are amazing. It's amazing that these two Genin are, what they do in this fight is way past Genin level. I'm just gonna say that. It's an amazing fight. Sasuke does end up technically winning, but there's a moment that I remember. Sasuke stabs Naruto with a Chidori right through his heart, and then like the Nine Tails like almost like awakens, and like it starts leaking out of Naruto, the chakra, and it surrounds him and it heals him like instantly. And like that's when the crazy stuff starts happening. It's so good. That third fight, guys, that third fight takes place on episode 134 in the first series. Now we're gonna get into Shippuden. Number 4 from Shippuden, episode 84. Hidan and Kakuzu versus Team 10. Now this fight is really important for Team 10 in particular, because they want revenge on Hidan, right? He killed their sensei Asuma. They had to watch him die. And so they are so determined to leave the leaf and go find Hidan, right? Shikamaru's a genius, right? He has a plan to take these two down, because Hidan and Kakuzu are very powerful shinobi. So Shikamaru thinks of a plan to stop them, right? So this fight, Kakashi volunteers to go with them, and so they go. And what happens is crazy, I'm gonna say. The part that is that I remember, the part that really stuck out to me was Kakashi going toe to toe, basically with both Hidan and Kakuzu, right? The hand-to-hand combat that he was showing versus Hidan was so good, and the animation of it was very, very well done, and it's an amazing sequence of events, and they do end up getting revenge on Hidan, right? So Shikamaru is able to do it, and this whole part of the story it's very important for Shikamaru's character. So that's number 4, guys, and that takes place on episode 84 of Shippuden. Number 5, Sasuke versus Itachi. Now this fight, the show has been building up this fight for a while, because one of the first meetings of Team 7, of Team Kakashi, which is obviously Naruto, Sasuke, and oh my god, Sakura. How do I forget Sakura? Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Sasuke says his goal is to kill someone, which someone ends up being obviously Itachi. That's his goal, because Itachi killed his whole clan, right? He killed the whole Uchiha clan, and he left Sasuke alive because that's his brother, right? So Sasuke is the last surviving Uchiha, and he wants to take revenge and get justice for his clan and take out Itachi. So when they finally meet, when he finally gets this chance, it's you can feel the tension, right? How skilled these two shinobi are at this moment. It's the first reveal of the Susanoo, I believe, in the show. Itachi uses the Susanoo to protect himself from Kiryu. How Itachi plays it, how Itachi fights, he lets Sasuke win. He pushes him. It's later revealed he pushes Sasuke, so it feels like a real fight for him, right? But he lets him win. Itachi was also sick. He had a chakra illness. But Obito states later that Itachi let him win to help him get stronger, because he takes his eyes later on and gets EMS. But this fight kind of made Sasuke realize the truth about his brother, and it totally changed his character arc and where in his goals afterwards. It totally changed what he wanted to do. Everything that plays out in that fight is so good. This takes place on episode 134 of Shippuden. Number 6 is Taka versus Killer Bee. Now Taka is Sasuke's group after he joins Obito and the Akatsuki. He's just doing it to reach his own goals, right? He doesn't really care about what the Akatsuki wants, but he makes a deal. He and his Team Taka, need to go get the Eight Tails, which is Killer Bee, right? He's a perfect Jinchuriki of the Eight Tails. And this fight made me realize, like, the potential for Naruto, right? As a perfect Jinchuriki, if he could become one, which I think this is kind of foreshadowing a little bit, what Naruto could eventually do. Just the amount of strength and power that Killer Bee had control over, and his skill with swords, and just as a shinobi overall. He didn't even need to really activate any of his Jinchuriki forms to win. He killed Sasuke twice in this fight. But plot armor saved him with Karin and Jugo, right? They saved him twice. But yeah, his skill and his prowess in the battle is amazing. And then when he activates his Jinchuriki forms, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome because he has full control over it, right? And I was like, oh, that could be Naruto one day. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So that's my number 6, guys. That takes place on episode 143 of Shippuden. 7. Number 7 is Sasuke versus Itachi. Now Itachi is Sasuke's group after he joins Obito and the Akatsuki. He doesn't. He's just doing it to reach his own goals, right? But Itachi was also sick. He had a chakra illness. Kakashi and Obito in the war arc. Now, this kind of Toby being revealed, or Madara, right, being revealed as he's actually Obito, right? Kakashi's old friend and rival on Team Minato. Obito being revealed as the main antagonist at this point. It puts Kakashi in the center of the story, I feel like, right? And this fight that that plays out between the Kamui dimension, it kind of mirrors itself, right? It jumps back and forth between him and Obito fighting when they were younger, and them fighting in the Kamui dimension during the war arc. You just hear them throwing blows at each other, hitting each other, and what they use and what they do and what it means for Kakashi, because he's trying to get old Obito back, right? And Obito insists that he has nothing left. He's got nothing in his heart. He's done. Like, he's done. And Kakashi is trying to fight for old Obito, basically, and it's an awesome fight, guys. Go watch it. It's on episode 375 of Shippuden in the war arc, number 8. This is also in the war arc. Might Guy versus Ten Tails Madara. Now this is for me, this is kind of like, obviously to a much higher degree, right? But it's like that. It's the hard work and determination versus talent, plus he's kind of turning into a god because he's got the 10 tails in him, right? It's like the Gaara versus Rock Lee fight in the Chunin exams, where one is just he's worked so hard to get where he is, and one is just raw talent, and you know. But in this fight, Might Guy activates the 8th gate, which it basically gives you an enormous amount of power at the cost of your own life. And him activating this, him doing this, and nearly stopping, nearly killing Ten Tails Madara. It was an amazing moment. His resolve to do this, to save the world. Might Guy is so cool, man. I'm sorry, he's one of my favorite characters. What he's able to do when he opens the 8th gate. Oh, it's so cool. He literally bends space with a kick, dude. It's so awesome. Guys, number 9 is Naruto versus Sasuke Part 2. Now, Part 1 was obviously at the end of the first series. Part 2 is obviously at the end of the second series, which is Shippuden. In this fight, how it plays out, it basically, they kind of build it up. And I love the way they do it. Once again, there's like no music, and I love it when they do this because it kind of it adds a weight to the fight, right? It makes it feel really important what is going on screen. When they don't have music and it's just the sound of them throwing blows and hitting each other with their fists, it adds a lot. But they build it up. They start off basically with basic hand-to-hand combat, and they build it up to what they're able to do now. Because now Naruto has full control of Kurama, of the 9 tails, and Sasuke has a perfect Susanoo with the Rinnegan. And on one side, it's someone trying to knock sense into their best friend. On the other side, he's trying to cut himself off from the rest of the world. Sasuke wants to kill Naruto, and Naruto just wants to knock some sense into him. And this fight is, they lose both their arms. Sasuke loses his left, Naruto loses his right in their last clash. And yeah, it's an awesome fight, man. I love the fight. Sometimes I'll just go back on YouTube and watch it. Like, it's such a good fight. Number 10, guys. Now we're getting into Boruto. I think you're gonna guess what it is. It's Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki. Now this is like the first time seeing them fight like this, and it shows how truly strong they are when they work together, right? Basically throughout Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, Sasuke didn't want anything to do with Naruto or the Hidden Leaf. And now, like, seeing Naruto and Sasuke, the two strongest shinobi on the planet at this moment in time, work together to take down this threat using all of their abilities. It's so good. It's so good. That takes place on episode 65 of Boruto, guys. Number 11 Jigen versus Naruto and Sasuke. Now, this fight, it kind of reminds me of when Madara was there standing by himself in front of the whole, all the tailed beasts and the whole Allied Shinobi force, right? He was just standing there by himself, no eyes, looking over all of them. This is kind of like that, except it's Jigen looking over Sasuke and Naruto. Now, Sasuke and Naruto lose this fight. Jigen is on a completely different level compared to Momoshiki. This fight, it's so good, but at the same time, it makes me like mad because it's like, it's Naruto and Sasuke, right? They shouldn't be losing, but they do, and it really makes us realize how strong these people are and how the power scaling is in Boruto as compared to Naruto. It's an amazing fight. What Jigen does is amazing, and it's so sad at the same time, right? Because they lose, but it's such a good fight. Guys, the last one, number 12. Now, like I said, this is in chronological order, right? Number 12 is Isshiki versus Naruto. This is when Naruto activates Baryon mode with Kurama. It was all hand-to-hand combat, this fight was. Now, Isshiki is an Otsutsuki, right? He used Jigen as a vessel, which is why Jigen was so strong. Jigen had a karma that was from Isshiki, and so Jigen can use Isshiki's abilities to an extent, which made him super strong. Isshiki is on a whole different level. In Naruto and Sasuke, they're the only ones who even stand any chance to take this person down, and they get overpowered. But Naruto and Kurama, when they activate Baryon mode to whittle down his life, because every punch he's hit with, his life is drained away, right? It's burned away. And just the moves, the callback to the first fight, the callback of that combo that he hit Sasuke with, oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good, guys. That's my list. It's so good. Those are, in my opinion, some of the best fights in Naruto. I left a few out, but guys, those, in my opinion, are the best fights in Naruto. Naruto Shippuden, all the way until Boruto. Let me know in your opinion what fights I should have put in, what your list would be, some of your favorite fights. Thank you for checking out the video. I love talking about Naruto. I love talking about Naruto. Guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thank you for watching. Guys, more Naruto videos coming soon. Bye.